Can't wait. Love.
Hey, sorry about that. I am here. I don't know how long it's been at 0, but I was in the restroom, so... Hey, welcome in! It has been... Hold on, let me put my headphones on. It's been a long time, a lengthy time, since I've done any sort of art streaming, and I also haven't even done just regular art in a while. So this is gonna be, a slow and interesting stream, I'm assuming. I don't think I've actually done much 3D animation stuff on here before, if any. So let me go ahead and... Let's see, we gotta go into... Okay, you're about to be spooked for a second. Whoa, no. There's, okay, so you can see my OBS when I pull it up, so that's gonna get weird. Oh, also... shoot, I'm gonna have to... Hold on, let me go into my... This is gonna be really confusing if I have it to, like, display capture, so instead I'm gonna have it set to... window capture for, Blender. For now, maybe? Because I don't want the double chats being an issue. I guess I could just, you know what? I'm just gonna turn off the chat on this thingy. Let me find it. Lou, you're getting a sneak peek at behind-the-scenes exclusive OBS footage. There we go. Okay, so now you can see... Oh, actually, hold on. I do... Ow! Okay, yeah, I think I'm just gonna change it to the Blender capture for now. And then if I need to change it, I'll change it around. Let's see. There. Ah! That ain't right. That ain't cool. Okay, so it looks like it's gonna be a little weird because it's cutting out the what do you call it? The bar at the bottom, the taskbar thingy, which makes it look like this, which is really fucking strange. Hey, we got Pierce, we got Reaper, we got TK. It is a party today. Let's see. So let me go ahead and let me try to figure something out here. So we don't want the taskbar just empty space down there. What can I fill this with? Let's see. We can get I know, maybe we can get what if I just get like don't know why I'm singing, but I am. Let's see, bottom bar. And okay, hold on. Hold on, don't destroy me just yet. Hold your horses. Your horses need to be held. Pay no attention to the blinding white light behind the curtain. Let's see. So we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna just like... Okay, so we got that, and then I need to... Okay, I'm gonna change the colors around and stuff too, but I'm gonna... Alright, so we're gonna put this like this, and then I'm gonna put it behind everything else. Right now it's blocking all my shit, so we're gonna put it behind literally everything. So there's that. White screen of death, oh no. Let's see, so we got that now, and then I can freely change... let's see, what kind of colors do we want here? We want kind of a, let's see, maybe like a grass kind of thing for the little guys, our little friends. Maybe I have it like a dark greenish sort of thing. Or what if I actually, I can just cheat a little bit if I take my pick screen color button and I pick this screen color there. Now it looks like just the bottom bar of this is like, there we go, and then I can put this maybe down here. Now it just looks like the bottom bar of Blender extends farther down because we're living weirdly like that, I guess. Ow! I could also do one at the bottom, one at the top. I don't know, what do you think? Should I have it like this, or should I center it? Oh god, what did I do? What did I move? They're in the pipes! Let's see. I need to, so grab a window capture. I could move it to like the middle here, and then I can duplicate the bottom bar. Where is the duplicate button? Paste duplicate. No, don't do that. Oh, no! Okay, I don't know what the heck's going on. Guess what? Oh, Reaper, what are you doing? Don't you fucking do it. I don't know what you're doing, but don't you do it. Let's see, paste duplicate, and then it's gonna put it way up at the top for some reason. No, not the warhead! Damn it. Okay, hold on. Let me scooch this up to the top-aroni here. There we go. Now it looks more natural. Now we're cooking with lava. Fuck, I gotta get a fucking warhead. I just made tea, too. I just made myself some nice, relaxing tea. And you had... Oh, speaking of relaxing, before I get this warhead... Oh my god, I'm, like, blocking my own face here. Before I get this warhead, let me go ahead and turn... Let's see. Let me know how this volume is when I start turning... music on. Let's see. I don't know. Let's see. Where are you? Oh, the music is muted right now, so hold on a second. I'm gonna turn it. Let's see. It looks like it's a little loud, so I'm gonna turn it down before I turn it on. Alright, what if the text was behind them? Oh yeah, that would... Well, now I can put the text at the top. I can just, like... There we go. Squish it on up there. Is the rune being deltaed? Hey, Airborne Banana, don't you worry, it is going to be deltaed. This rune is gonna be so fucking deltaed, you don't even know. Ow! Alright, I am being forced to eat sour candy, though, so that's the first thing we're doing. Okay. Our user interface has been interfaced. I don't know if that's the center, but it's gonna have to do. Now let's scoot it a little more. Alright, there we go. Okay. So, hell yeah, YouTube chat. Let's see, it's showing up on your thing, right? I'm not being like... Oh my god, I just spilled warheads all over the floor. Oh no, hold on. Oh god, what the fuck is this one? It's... Red? Oh, black cherry, that's what this one is. We're doing black cherry because that's the one that fell on me. Alright, a black cherry warhead, and, real quick, before... people complain that my screen is blank. Let's see, I got a black cherry warhead. I've got Aspen the cat climbing around on a chair next to me. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna take the warhead first, and then we're gonna try to get the model imported into Blender. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I had to peel that one off with my teeth. Oh no. Wait. Okay, it's okay right now. Oh god, this is gonna be one of those. Oh no! Oh no! Holy shit! Oh no, it's a delayed but deadly. Fuck, that is. Ooh, okay. That's something that I'm dealing with. Alright. This is not ideal. Whew. Oh my god. Okay, let me drag the model. Oh my god. First of all, we need the rig. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I think we're good. I think we're okay. Yeah, it was like that one was like quick but rough. That was a tough one. Oh my god. Okay. Let's see. Let's get our Tenna rig over here. Extract. There we go. Alright. Excuse you. I'll fucking do it again. I'll eat all the Pop-Tarts. Okay, we got rig. Alright. Let's see, we need, we've got a readme here. There we go. So this is the person that made the rig. So we got that going. So yeah, of course, giving credit. We'll give credit in the animation too when it's done. I just had like a really quick and dumb idea, so we're rolling with that. Like it's so easy, so quick, so stupid. I can't wait. So first, let's go ahead and open the rig. Things took a weird route right now. Oh no. It's not just Eggman, it's Dr. Eggman. Good thing I didn't bring Sonic in here. Ooh. Let's see, how are you doing? Oh man, we got... Turns out all you have to do is put Deltarune into the name and people show up. Who would have known? So this rig is really fucking cool. I have never opened it before, so we're gonna have to do a little bit of playing around, but it looks like it's a standard, not cloud rig, what was the other? Like the automatic rigging tool. It looks like it uses a lot of the same stuff for that. And I can recognize that because my character has the same exact kind of rig. So this won't be too difficult to figure out. Oh, I do want to see. So we got faces. Nice, nice. Oh my god, that's hilarious. I love this. Okay, so we got the faces. And then we've got the head. So we got head rotation. Hell yeah. We got Tenna. It's TV time, baby. Let's see. There should be... Is it on the hands where it has an IKFK switch? Oh, I guess it's... Yeah, here we go. So we got IKFK switch, but there should be... We should have a button for just like automatically... I guess we don't have a button for automatically switching between the two, but that's okay, because we can just turn off the FK controls, bring up the IK controls, and then turn it to IK, and we have, boom, IK controls. Although we don't need the IK controls, I don't know why I'm doing... No! No, I made it disappear before I brought the other one out. Okay, hold on. FK, FK, and then take off the IK. There we go. Watching this while waiting for models to download? Hell yeah. I just went on a spree of downloading a bunch of people's custom, like, Deltarune, Undertale character model things. So I'm excited, but first things first, we're starting off simple because it's been a while and I've never streamed my 3D animation stuff before. So it's a little bit of a nerve, what's the opposite of what's the word I'm even thinking of? It's a little nerve-wracking. It's racking the nerves a little bit, but that's cool. You've just learned a bit about Blender? Hell yeah, I love Blender so much. I will forever love Blender. It's my baby. Okay, I'm just gonna go into... I usually do most of my work in the layout view, until I'm, like, unless I'm at the point where I'm, like, referencing movements to a specific reference. I know, right? This person did such a good job of modeling this, even down to, like, the lighting. Like, hold on, if I move the lighting... so I guess it's like, looks like it's drawn on there. I keep trying to do... No, it's not! Okay, so it is, a custom tuned lighting, Actually, I want to take a look at this real quick. I want to take a little peeplio at the... Oh, what was it? Shading? Yeah. Alright, okay, so yeah, it's using color ramps on a diffuse shader. That's, basically the standard for, like, what do you call it? The same kind of rendering style that, why can't I remember the name of that rendering style? Animating a show about murder drones, oh hell yeah! Murder drones is fun, I like that one. Are you good at making backgrounds? I don't know. I've experimented with some. I don't usually make backgrounds. But I do have some projects. Hold on, let me pull one up real quick on the screen here. Let me go to my... I have a website, so that's something that's cool. Let me go into OBS and let me switch over to a different window on the window capture. Let's see, where are you? So yeah, before we actually get into the animating part, I can go ahead and... where are you? Firefox... Why are you not on here? Is it this one? Yes, it is, okay. So I have some, I don't really do much background stuff, but I have done some environment things before. Let's see, like this one. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's what I was going for. Kind of like an N64, like old school style thing. Let's see. This isn't a game. It's just like a Blender scene that I made, a little animation. Can you steal it? As long as you give me credit for it and are not like, I guess making. I don't know. I don't have anything about that. Yeah, I just have like miscellaneous stuff on here. This is another environmental one I did, a lot more stylized. I don't want to get copyright strike, so I'm going to turn the audio off on that. This is actually a wallpaper engine one that I did, so you can see it reacting to the music. So yeah, this was also done in Blender. The animation itself was done in Blender, and then the effects for the like syncing to music and stuff is in Wallpaper Engine's custom thingy. Oh yeah, so this was one of my... so I did the character animation in this one. I did not do the background work. But I did all of the character animation in this little scene as part of a school animation project. So that's some of my old 2D animation stuff. Yeah, just a bunch of miscellaneous animation things. That's from a game project I'm working on. Ooh, I just crunched on a candy. Anyways, if you want to take a look at all the stuff I do, MisspelledMoos.github.io is where you can find it. TK, it's you! You're there. Let's see. So yeah, we got... I like this one. This one I did in Blender too. This is for the game Pillory. Fucking love that game. Also, the developer is really cool, so you should go check the game out. But yeah. Anyways, that's enough talking about me. We are going to go... let's see. Oh, shoot, don't do that! don't pull that up. Uh-oh, we don't want to look at my YouTube stuff. Display capture, no. Okay, hold on a second. I am... let's see, I need to go to window capture and then bring it to... So we're actually gonna bring it to fspy before we mess with the model at all. Let's see, but now it's out of date. Oh no! I'm still gonna use it to shill my portfolio though, don't worry. Hold on a second. So I've got fspy open. Let me just, before I pull it up in the file, not in the stream thingy, you're gonna see a black screen for a second. The white mask character looked like Gangle from Digital Circus. Oh, Gangle. Let's see, so we're gonna open an image. Let's see, you still can't see right now, that's intentional, because it's like pulling out my file structure and stuff. I don't want you peeping at my file structure, you know? I've got some like secret projects I'm working on in here, and I don't want to show names of things. Let's see, we've got, here we go, the reference, let me, pull up the, not the open image, here we go, open image, that's what I need. Sonic Meet Tenna, oh no. What was the first animation you did? Oh shit. I have no idea, actually. What was the first animation? I think that sewer one might have been the first, like, actual, like, 3D animated thing that I've done, like, as a regular project just for me. Ow. Excuse you. That's just, like, lights and pulsating and a little bit of movement. Let's see. Here we go. I did a lot of 3D modeling before I started with animation stuff on there. And then, of course, I have, like, a bunch of, like, terrible-looking school projects. Old 2D animation stuff that's all, like, lines and jittery and all that. Alright. So, okay, why'd you fail to load the image? Sorry for this black screen, hold on. Load... Oh, that's because I don't need that. I need to go into my screenshots. It's in my fucking screenshots, because I am a fool. A fool am I. Let's see, go to images, pictures, here we go. Alright, pictures, and then we go into my screenshots, and it is here. So you're gonna immediately recognize what we're going for here, like, as soon as I fucking show this to you. Let me pull up the OBS. Window capture, we're pulling up the fspy. Alright, so first of all, we're fspying this image. This is where we're going here. Okay, so, fspy, yeah. We got Tenna up, and we've got this image up. You all know what's going down. You know what the fuck is happening here today. Exactly, you got it. You fucking got it. Dr. Eggman has a doctorate in getting things right. Let's see, so, fspy, if you've never heard of fspy, basically, this fun little program is for taking the exact, like, angles of, like, an environment. I'm trying to figure out the best way to word this. I am not used to talking about this stuff. I just, like, think of the concepts in my head and they're there. Basically, you're taking a scene from, like, a still image and you're adding the perspective of the scene using these little doohickeys here. And with that, you're actually copying the camera angle that you need to animate something over it. So this is like, it's taking the perspective of the camera, and then you can just import that perspective and camera right into Blender, so you don't have to line shit up at all, it's just there. The only problem is, I'm terrible at remembering how this works. Like, I don't remember how the X's and the Y's go. Let's see. So this is gonna take some trial and error, because I am a mess of a human being. A mess of a moose being. Why did I say human being? That's gross. Nasty. Okay, so this is obviously not correct, because if we take the 3D guide, we want a cube. We want the cube to be sitting on the floor. A Sonic stream is on. All right, see ya, Eggman. All right, so if we have... so what we need is the Z to be up, first of all. I think I need to do it like this, maybe. So hold on, let me take... Can I zoom in? I don't think I can zoom in necessarily. I'm trying to remember the controls of all this. But there's a... Let's see, there's a pot here. We can maybe use the pot's bottom as reference. Is this... This isn't it. Shoot. I'm trying to remember how exactly it functions. We've got the X and the Y and the Z. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this the Z. And I'm gonna make it go up. And like that. That is not right. What if I do negative Z? Still not looking right. So vanishing points. We just have the one vanishing point, right? Am I being foolish? I don't think I'm being foolish, but let's see. Hold on. Let me pull up a reference real quick. Because I feel like I am getting this very wrong. Oh wait, we do have 2 vanishing points because of the angle of this. I am being a fool. Let's see. So we have this one here. And then we have the other one that's going... or I guess... Let's see, would we keep... No, I would keep it down here. So we have these going like this, and then we have this one, and then we have... Oh, I don't know. I don't know if this is right. I don't think this is right either. Hold on. Camera matching in Blender with F-Spy. Let's see. Let me just try to find a good reference. Let's see. We've got... Okay, so the X and the Y. So this is supposed to be this. I don't know. So Y is up in this program. You never know if Y is up or if Y is the opposite of X in any given program. But it looks like Y is up. There we go. Now we're cooking. Now we are a cooking. So let's see. We want negative Y because the Y has to be going up. All right, there we go. So this is what it's supposed to look like when you're not being an absolute fool. And then we need... I think we need a... There is no 3 vanishing points on here, but there's supposed to be... Hold on. Reference distance. Let's see. Along the Z-axis. No, that's not right. Let's see. Let's see. Principal point. Let's see. Third vanishing point. I think we need a 3rd vanishing point because of the other direction, but I'm not 100% sure. We're gonna go ahead and try it, though. We're gonna go ahead and try it. This is not gonna turn out well, is it? Oh, hold on. Okay, there we go. Although I don't think we actually needed to do that. I think I'm okay with getting away with just this. The model's downloading, hell yeah. Let's see, what do you think? Do we... Let's see, I don't know if that makes it better or worse. Let's move the cube around and see. So we have the ability to move the cube around. Back in 30 minutes? Hell yeah, go test that model. So if we move the cube around, it should look like we're sliding it along the perspective, and it looks like this is messing with it. So let me... yeah, this is looking better, I believe. Let me know if you don't agree, but I think that it's matching up with the lines pretty well. Like if we match it up to the floor, yeah, it's matching up there. If we match it up to the floorboards, just basically taking it across the image and making sure that it matches up, aligns with everything okay. On the walls here, yep, we got the back wall thingy there. All right, and then this. So this is looking good. This is exactly what we want, because now we are going to export. Let's see, we want the camera parameters. There we go. Let's get out of there. don't want spoilers at my projects. Then we want to go to, let's see, I'm just gonna put it in project folder for this file. Let's see, camref, let's just name it camref. And then I'm gonna copy the name of this folder. There we go. All right, so now that we've gotten that, I believe I can just, let me look real quick, make sure I've got this. Thank you, thank you. Could always use the pets. Let's see, how do I, let's see, fspy to Blender. I don't remember the import process. Let's see, so we have that. Importing official fspy importer add-on. I thought I had that add-on, but let me, let's see, import. I'm not seeing it, so I'm going to, real quick, go into my, sorry for the not being able to see what I'm doing. This will just be a second. Add-ons, fspy. Okay, it is not in here, so I need to put fspy on my Blender, 4 point whatever it is, the new one, 4.4, something like that. All right, so we're just gonna download this. We're gonna replace that. Then I'm gonna install from disk. Go into my downloads folder. Smacking me. Excuse you. Let's see. Scroll all the way down to. There we go. fspy imports. All right, so that's actually in here now. We can go ahead and save the preferences. And then there should be a new, yep, okay. So I can just import and then fspy, and then I'll go ahead and go into the, let's see. Go into the project folder, reference, and then, oh, I need the project file. Okay, so we're gonna go save as, here we go. Tenna Dance. We're just gonna name it that. That'll work. All right, then I can go into Blender, refresh. All right, and that is exactly the opposite of what I want, as it turns out, because Blender reads things differently. So if I, hold on, let me switch over to the Blender view real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and do just a new, if I do copy, hold on, I'm gonna take this, scroll down with it, drop it over here. All right, so this one is going to be Blender. Where's Blender? There we go. So this is what I'm looking at. So I do not have these directions correct, but that is okay. Because it's a learning process, even though I've already done this several times before and I have to reteach myself all the time. Okay, so we're just gonna change -y to y in fspy, and then I'm gonna save it, and then I'm going to file, import, and we're gonna redo that. Okay, so now we're having a different problem. Oh boy, hold on. So let's see, we got that down. Maybe -x is what we want. Let's see, save, and then re-import, re-import, and then bloop. Okay, so that's that again. And then what if I make it -x and -y? What if I do that? What if I do that, audience? Let's see, imports, fspy, Tenna Dance. Okay, so something fishy this way. Oh, that's right. Blender is Z up. So let's do X and -Z, maybe? It's either Z or -Z. I forgot. Blender and fspy have completely different ups. So let's load that. Oh, we're close. Oh, baby, we're close. Let's do maybe -x with it. Let's see how that looks. Let's see. There we go. Okay. So this is what it's supposed to look like. It's just very, 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 very zoomed in. Oh, 10 is also gigantic, so that's something. Holy shit, how big are you, Tenna? Hold on. Okay, let's see. Dimensions. Oh, you are gigantic! Oh my god. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do, give Tenna... Oh god, I hope this isn't gonna mess with everything else in the scene. We're gonna shrink... Oh, hold on, we're gonna, do the little dot here. Let's see, active elements. We're gonna shrink this down a little bit. Let me pull up my character for reference, because I know my character is sized properly. I don't know, maybe this... hold on, let me import my character real quick, and we can see sort of what we're doing here in life. So let's see, projects, we got Moos, so let's just go into this one. I don't think this is the newest version of the model, but I'm just gonna bring it in anyways, because it's still sized correctly. We're gonna go into collection. Alright, so there's the size of Moos compared to Tenna. So yeah, Tenna is like huge. Tenna should be like, maybe like this, because Tenna's tall. Right now Moos is about human-sized, maybe like a tiny bit smaller than human-sized, so we're gonna do like this maybe. I think this is a good size. The reason you want to do this is mainly so that lighting is accurate. Speaking of lighting, I'm gonna have to turn this down now. Oh yeah, see, we do not need a fucking million watts of power in this light. I wonder if this was for a stylistic reason, or if that's just, they just built it in that scale. I know a lot of people don't really care about the scale stuff that much, but I have issues, and I need it all to be perfect. There we go. Alright, so we got our little Tenna! Hey! Alright, so we got our tiny Tenna. Tiny Tenna, and then we're gonna remove, delete hierarchy. There we go. Just gotta get rid of all of the moose things that were in here now. There we go. Alright, we got a little Tenna, and if we go into here, yeah, we've got our little Tenna. So then, what comes next is, we just have to take the... So the camera angle is perfect. I might have to do some little tweaks because I was using a screenshot of the video. Should be fine. If I go into... What am I doing? I'm just like clicking things. Camera. We have a handy dandy little background images. And then let me... Oh my god, why do you have so many background images that are blank? Add image, movie clip. And then we're going to open. So we're gonna go up, up. And then we're gonna take the dance. No, that's not the dance. This is the dance. There we go. So then what we can do is just some simple... I don't know what I'm doing there. Simple maneuvering. Let's see. We got X, we got Y. So we got ourselves our little guy. In the right spot. Gotta get into all of the right place. And then we want the video to be, let's see. What was the resolution of the original video? I know, it won't be exactly the same as a screenshot. Let me go into... It is 360 by 360, so... we're gonna... But then, of course, there's the matter of, we don't want it to be 360 by 360 because that's low resolution as shit. So instead, we're gonna do a good old 1080. Oh, we got a wide Tenna and then 1080. When in doubt, 1080 it out. All right. So we got that. We got our beautiful camera angle. See, look at that. We don't have to do anything. We just have it. Oh, excuse me. And then we want... Let's see, we got the camera angle, we've got the light here. Light's probably gonna have to change, but it's fine for now. We don't need to worry about it. Saving, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna save as, because we don't want to save over the rig itself. So we're gonna go into this. Tenna breakdance, stop blend. There we go. Now we're thinking with Tenna. All right. So we got everything matched up, as all things should be. Let's see here. Where was my train of thought going? Where is my train of thought? Who stole it from me? You dancing? I forgot you could do that. All right, so let's see. We take the F-spy off from behind. We don't need that. All right. So we've got our fun little Tenna time here. So then what we should be able to do here. Yep. So we've got it to where video starts at 0, or does it start at 1? Does it start at 0 or 1? Okay, it starts at 1. And then we're gonna go ahead and we don't need all this fucking space before the 1. I don't know why it's like this. We're gonna just shrink it. Okay, why are you... I feel like it's actively avoiding shrinking. Why are you just scrolling? You should be shrinking. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Maximize area. No, not maximize area like that. Back to previous. Okay, that's the wrong kind of maximization. Let's see. All we want is, okay, so we want to go here. Okay, why is it doing this? Hold on. View. Frame scene range. There we go. There it is. Alright, so then we're just gonna change it to like, I don't know, 300 as a good starting point. And then we can view, scene range. There we go. That'll give us a good, we just really need the first spin, and then we can loop it from there. But here we go. So now we've got the cat dancing in the background. And then I can, let's see. What else is there to do? So I think what I'm gonna do here is, so we got our Tenna, we got our guy, and then we need to go into, when we go into animation,
it's very cool to see Blender running smoothly. It runs at 20 frames per second max at school.
Oh no, not 20 frames per second. Oh no. Okay, so, we've got, oh, they've got, what do you call it? Pose libraries for Tenna on here too. So you can just like select it and it switches to it. So for like different expressions and stuff. That's really cool. I love it when they go the extra mile like that. Look at that beautiful rig. So then we're gonna take this one. This camera is actually gonna be boom. It's gonna be like that. And we're gonna go into, let's see. I guess we can keep this one in pose mode, but we do want the, let's see, I'm gonna have this one like this, so we just see the Tenna here. And then in this one, we want the Tenna with the background present. There we go. So now, as we're working on it in here, we can see the developments over there too. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, we've still got it on IK. Okay. Move that. There we go. Wait, yeah, that's it. Okay, so now we've got some beautiful looking arms here. Look at that. All right. So what we can do now, first thing we want to do is obviously match the pose. So let's go ahead and move this down. Let's see. The cat's arms are kind of out. We can't follow the thing exactly, obviously, because like the cat is shorter. I guess I could make Tenna the same size as the cat. Or, yeah, I can make Tenna the same size as the cat, and then we can, like, scale back up. I don't think that's gonna break anything if we do that. So let me go ahead and go into edit mode. What's the hardest part to animate the character? That is a good question. Okay, so we got a little Tenna. Look at that little Tenna. Let's see. I think... hardest part. That is a really good question. Let me go back into the pose mode while I'm thinking about this. When animating a 3D character, I think the most difficult part to get right, and that requires a lot of work, is applying the principles of animation once you've gotten your general poses down. Like, first you're gonna want to make your like main poses that your character makes, and then you want to work on like the animations between those poses, and then you want to work on things like squash and stretch, follow through, that kind of stuff. Follow through and anticipation are definitely the big ones to take into account when you're moving anything. Like, for example, if I were to have Tenna like just jump right here, you would have the regular jumping animation of the model, but then you would also want to animate the tie so that it like flops like far, like it goes down when like he's going up, and then when he starts to fall again, the tie sort of like flaps outward and goes down like that. It's like all the little movements that really take the time out of it. Let's see. Hold on, I think what I can do here is, yeah, so, since animation principles are always hard to do, yeah, especially in 3D animation, it just takes a lot of time is the main thing. Like, you don't have the thing with 2D animation where you have to basically just like, I don't know, like take the emotions straight from your brain into 2D. Like with 3D, the thing is already here, you just have to make it move properly. So it takes away that element of like, oh my god, what is even the shape of this thing at this angle while it's doing this thing? And that is why I am a lot better with 3D, because I have a lot of trouble with spatial stuff in 2D. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna take the arm, it's gonna go out, and then we need the bend. Karate chop, yeah. Yeah, 2D and 3D animation, the same principles apply to each, but they are both very, very different. Alright, so we got that, and then we can kind of like... let's see, breaking that a little bit, hold on. So we want to translate this into Tenna's appearance as much as we can, which means, let's see if we can... Let me see how this looks like this. See, there's a little more leeway we can take with like messing up the model because of all the stylization on it. We still don't want things to be super crinkly though. I guess it doesn't really matter for like shit posting stuff like this. I'm gonna take this, and I'm going to copy the pose, and I'm gonna take this, and I'm going to paste the pose flipped. So now we have Tenna kind of contemplating things. So yeah, we need, so this is showing me that we need, the elbows need to be up more, and back a little bit, there we go, and then we need more, thinking of getting a PC because I've been drawing and having trouble making my character move smoothly. PC is always nice to have just for anything, really, but, ooh, that is like smushing into that. But you know what, we're gonna roll with it. That is okay. What if we... Instead, so with Tenna, since Tenna is built different, we're gonna focus on more of like a, so we're gonna take this pose and this pose, we're gonna copy them again, just so that I have a good bend here, and then we're gonna move this one down, rotate the arm down, there we go, making gang signals, oh no, Tenna no! Let's see, then we can... give it a good old rotatio. There we go. Okay, so it's removing the crinkling when we do that, so that's good to know. So then hand is gonna go like inward and kind of up a little bit because it's like going. There we go. There we go. Oh no. Let's see. Yeah, ow. Drawing stuff. You can basically get away with anything with when you're learning how to draw. Yeah. It's definitely... in animation school, they teach you 2D first so that you understand like how these principles work a lot easier, and like it's just like loose and free kind of thing. And then in 3D, you're just applying it in different ways with different tools. So let's see, we got hand here. We got move this down a little bit. I'm going really slow right now because I'm kind of walking through at the same time. I'm not good at talking while working, but talking is why I'm here, so I'm not gonna sacrifice the yapping. Alright, so I think we need the elbows down a little more for this pose. Let's see. So we need like down. Okay, that might be too much rotation on this part though, so let me go ahead and rotate that back. So yeah, we've got kind of a, so the arms, or the hands go into the pits for this dance. That's just how this dance works. So I'm gonna try to get it like that, and then with this one, let's see. I'm trying to think. So if you're getting in both pits, I'm putting my hands in my armpits right now for reference. If you put your hands in your armpits right now, one of the arms is like behind the other one for a lot of that, and then the hand kind of bends inward over it. Most of animation is making weird ass poses on your body and then trying to make that on the screen. That's basically animation. That's why is it okay? So it's set to local, but I feel like it's not moving with this. Oh, I just have the hand in a weird. Okay, that's what's going on here. All right, so I need to do this, and then it's my hand that's kind of rotated funkily. So we got the hand, we got it like this maybe. If we maybe move the hand up here a little bit, or not the hand, the arm. And then we can kind of scoot this like this. Doesn't have to be perfect, it can be overlapping a bit. Obviously, this isn't realistic, especially the character's proportions. So as long as you can pretend that these are overlapping each other and not just going straight through each other. Let's see, I could also, there's another thing you can do instead where you work with the character's proportions. So instead of putting both hands in the pits where it wouldn't fit, I can do one hand over, one hand under into the armpit. That's not the right thing. So that it looks a little more, natural, I guess. There we go. So we got kind of a thing here. Do I have control over the fingers? Do you have finger controls? Let's see. Here we go. Fingers. That's what we want. So let's see. We need. We can do a thing where we take all of these fingies. Oh wait, is there? I wonder if there's a master control for the fingies. I don't think there is. So we take all 4 fingies. There we go, the fingeronies, and we can like bend them like that. Let me go into the detail controls. Here we go. So we actually want to bend the fingers, like we got all these little individual parts that we can bend. Doesn't have to be perfect. I just want it to look like it's kind of curving into the armpit. I've been saying the word armpit a lot more than I thought I would when I started this stream. All right, and then kind of like that, maybe. Oh, that is kind of freaky there, but that's okay. That's fine. That's cool. Let's see, we got this, we got, oh, it can be confusing when you get like a bunch of stuff clumped up together, but that's just a part of the work. All right, so, oh, hold on. Are those not the right finger parts? You know what? Oh, well. Oh, I see what happened. Hold on. Let me take these. We're gonna go to period. We want individual origins so that all the fingers are bending at the right place on each finger. That's what was messing it up. Now it's a lot more natural. All right, there we go. What if I bring this out just a little more and up? There we go. So like that. so that it kind of looks more like it's going into the pit. And then we're gonna take the hand thingy, we're gonna move it down a little bit. We're gonna curl. So technical, I know, right? Into the pit. All right, here we go. Silence fiends. There we go. See, that's a good finger. Mostly. Little tweaks. We can do little tweaks here. There we go. All right. Let's see. So we've got the hand there, doing the hand things. Hand things are important for hands. Oh my god. Okay, so let's go ahead and save, just in case. You never know when things are gonna crash. Okay, so we've kind of got a hand thing going. I do want this hand to be, we don't want it to be bland. We don't want it to just be like, we don't want blandness. We gotta add a little bit more motion appearance to this. So I think I'm going to maybe, what if I move this down a little bit? No, because I like the thing going up. I like the up cross here. In fact, I kind of want to make this one go up a little more too. But then that's gonna mess up my fingies. Now there we go. That's good enough. We'll pretend the tie is not a factor. We can just scoot the tie, you know. We can just give it a little scootsy. There we go. And then, so this hand. We're actually going to move this arm. Perfect redemption for this stream. So then we're gonna move this. So now the hands are kind of given a little more of an upwards. I'm gonna actually put this arm down a little bit and curve the hand itself a little more up, maybe. I feel like that's what I want out of this. What if I have it like, that's too much. That's too much! Too much rotation! Okay. So just kind of get it into a general spot that looks okay. Alright, so we've got a general hand area here. I'm gonna go ahead and curl these fingeronies. Boop, boop, boop. So we got first curl. Oop, didn't want to do that. That wasn't on the thing. So we got that. There we go. And then, hell yeah, dancing. Let's see. Then I think that's actually... I think if I move this one maybe a little more, just so it kind of looks like it's... The hand isn't just one solid thing. We've got kind of a little... Oh, that's like moving the wrong way, though. I don't like that. Why did it move like that? Why are you schmoving that way, my guy? Let's see. We can just leave it at this for now. This is good. Alright, so we got hand placement, generally. We can always fix it up later. All of this is just for the first frame. So what we're gonna want now is... We don't have any torso controls up right now. We want the torso. We're gonna move this back. We want the torso back. And then... So let's see, we want the character to have a nice bend, but still being, let's see. I need to... Let's see, hold on. How do I... I'm used to my spacebar doing other things. Hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and change it, because I need my buttons. Let's see, where are you? Preferences. It's in edit. Preferences. Input. Nope. Key map. So we want spacebar to be tools, because I am helpless without my tools! We need the move tool, so that I can move, on 2 axes at the same time. So what we want is for the torso to be forward, and then bending backwards. That's the kind of movement we want here. See how that makes like a nice arch? The character is like more balanced that way. Except maybe, what if I rotate it a little less on this part? There we go. And then maybe Up a little bit. Posture check. Oh shit. A posture check for Tenna too. So yeah, we got kind of a forward and back. A nice S curve. All right. Checking my posture, sitting up straight. Ooh, okay. How dare you do this to me? And then, let's see. Do we want Tenna's head to be... I guess we don't know what Tenna's going to be looking at yet. I want a character to be in that other pose. I haven't gotten that far in my train of thought yet. You're bent like a twig in here. Oh no, check your posture, you punk. Let's see. I forgot I have tea. I'm gonna take a little sippy sip of my tea. Tea. Hopefully it's not cold. Please don't be cold. Ooh, perfect. Oh yeah. I've got my throat tea. Ooh, it's so that I don't lose my voice when I stream like this, because I cannot talk for long periods of time. I know I'm a streamer, but I'm bad at it. I never claimed to be born a streamer. Ah, there we go. So yeah, I have to keep some throat calming tea handy so that I don't get a sore throat or lose my voice after long streams like this. All right, so we've got this general position here. I believe. Hold on, let me let's see. Let me go into the wireframe. No, that's not helpful. That's not helpful at all. What I need is X-ray. Here we go. All right, so we've got Ghost Tenna. We want the wires to be away. So let me just take away the bones. All right. So we've got our silly little We've got our silly little ghost here. This video is super low quality, like super low quality for this meme. So we're basically just like, okay, so yeah. So we got the kick out and the down, and then the kick out and the down. All right, so we've got... So basically, I'm going to take all of this shit. Not all of this shit. I'm going to take... Actually, the feet I'm going to make FK too. That's a... No, I can't make the feet FK, because... shoot. If I make the feet FK, it won't stick to the ground when I do the bendies. So I gotta keep the feet IK for now. Does it remove the cat when you're adding the character you're making? Basically, this is just... oops, my bad. This is just a reference. We're not gonna have the video behind it. If I want, I can just recreate this environment really easily in Blender, because it's just like one texture, like solid texture wooden planks and stuff. But yeah, I'm basically just using this for the poses. So we've got pose here. So we got both of these feet we're gonna have to have keyframes for. So we're gonna keyframe the location and rotation. There we go. Or you know what? Let's just keyframe all of it. So that things don't get confusing later. You can also just like scale it up if you want some like weird funny movement, funny exaggerations. So we're keyframing the important bits that I'm actually moving for now. I don't like to keyframe everything on each pose, because sometimes I want to save animating other parts for later, so I'll leave them untouched, and then I won't have to like remove keyframes before I make new ones. So yeah, just the important bits for now. I'm gonna keep the arms untouched while I'm doing the leg animation work, but I'm still gonna make some keyframes for them. Let's see, we got the arms here. I doubt I'll have to touch the fingers in a keyframe sense whatsoever, because I don't think the cat... I guess I will when we get to the second part, so I will keyframe the fingers when we get to like the spinny spins. Oh god, okay, so we got a jumble of mess here, but we can get through this. There's definitely easier ways to do this shit than what I'm doing. Let's see, you know what? Fuck it, we are doing the whole thing. We're just keyframing the whole thing. And that's how this is gonna be. For the first frame only, though. First frame. Alright. I like that we got the little antennas we can move. Okay. Having too much fun with this. Let me go ahead and I wanna have Tenna here because I like the colors. We can see what it actually looks like while we're animating it too. I like to switch between, just kind of depending on what I'm looking at. Alright, so we got this done. We got our first frame. So now what I'm going to do is I'm not gonna do all the in-between movement stuff. We're just gonna go right to this frame here. This is the most important frame of this animation bit. Oh, I just spilled tea all over myself. Oh, fuck. Hold on a second. Oh my god, this tea was supposed to be for my throat, not my shirt. Okay. Oh, Alright, so I apologize if I'm talking too much. I hope this is a good amount of talking for this kind of stream. So we got the keyframes. The first, so we want to do the, what was the order of frames? So yeah, first we want to do the key poses. Key poses are the most important part. Those are the poses where things are the most, like the pose is the most dynamic, or there's the most like, movement in the, like it's basically like the most important parts of the movement that you feel. So like, if there's someone swinging a sword, it would be the pose right before swinging it, a pose like at the end of, like a pose, I guess you would do a pose at the beginning, and then a pose at the end of the swing, so that you can then animate like a smooth arc between the two is one way to do it. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to frame 7, because that's where the leg is all the way outstretched. And so let's see, we're gonna first take the leg, this is all we're gonna focus on right now. Sorry, Tenna, we're kind of breaking your bones here a little bit. Alright, so... Okay, so that's what we need knees up for. I'll worry about the knees later. The best part about this dancing animation is it's symmetrical. So I can, once I do one leg, I can do the other leg's stuff the same, just flip to the other side. So yeah, it's key poses, and then in-betweens, and then your like follow-throughs, and what's the opposite of the follow-through? The anticipation, that kind of stuff. That's the order I do it. Okay, so we got let's do the foot a little out, maybe. Let's see. I don't think we want it straight on, or do we? Let's kind of dance. How about, what if we make it like this, maybe? All right. So we have this, and then oh, actually, that I should have done this first. Shoot. So hold on. Let me keyframe this for now. But this is what we need to fix. So, cat. As you can see, the hip is about at the midsection of the cat, and we need it to stay at the midsection of the cat. So we're gonna make it go down, like, oh, hold on, let me actually go into, we can go into global so that I can just move it straight down. Because, again, ADHD, OCD, all that fun stuff. So we got that there. I can always tweak it later if it looks too robotic. So we got that. There we go, that's a nice pose. Hold on, what did you say? I do scribble super messy, and then I just do the line art. That's the way to do it, baby. Alright, so, again, this is just for starting. We can tweak the poses afterwards to make things look a little better, and it's easy to, like, apply it through the whole animation. I just like to keep going with it. I don't like to spend too much time on one frame, or I just stay on that frame forever and get sad and cry. So we've got, so I didn't key this yet. Important thing, always keyframe it after you move it. Okay, so in this, we've got the down. It looks like there's actually a little bit of up and then the down. So that's a good thing to note. It's because it's not starting at the very top of the animation. So I actually want the torso to be... So let me copy the torso's position over to this frame, and then on 1, we're actually just gonna move it down a little bit. So then, there we go. So it's just going up. Oh wait, I forgot to fucking keyframe it, hold on. Make it down a little bit, just a smidge, a little smudge. So now it's going up and then the down. we don't have to copy it exactly. I can also, actually, you know what? I'm not going to copy it exactly. Let's just undo to that. I'm just gonna pretend that it's starting at the very beginning of the animation. That's just what we're gonna do here. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so we've got the down. Yeah, it looks really daunting with all the controls, but once you get into it, it's a lot easier than it looks once you actually know how to use the program itself. I mean, it sounds kind of stupid saying once you know how to do it, you know how to do it. But like, yeah, it's a lot easier than it looks. It's just very, very, very intimidating to start off. Ooh, nice tea. So, ooh, we got some nice music on this station. All right, so we got the movement down to 7, and then it's bouncing up to 11. So, this is actually, I'm just gonna, for easy reference, I'm just gonna move the hit back up here. Yeah, there we go. It is very well organized. I like it. Once a lot of rigs are built the same too, especially with Blender, because there's automated tools that people use a lot of the time. So, and people make shapes for everything. So, you know, if you don't know what something does, the shape tries to explain it to you as much as possible, which is nice. Like, you can easily tell, like, these things right here are curved over the shoulder. So naturally, if you go to rotate it, it's gonna rotate the whole shoulder. And just things like that. So yeah, we got... This is turning more into an art tutorial than an art stream, but I am all for that. So one of the downsides of working in IK for the feet is that it looks like I'm stepping on something because the foot is stuck there. So what we're gonna have to do is move the foot with it, or we can do IK to FK switching and work with the FK stuff in this part. You know what? I might actually do that. It's more work, but it's also more tidy, and I can kind of show that off. So what we're going to do is, I'm not gonna do that. Nah, it's too much work. So what we're gonna do instead, we're just gonna fake it. So it comes out to this. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to our frame 11. So this is, like, normally I would mix up the frames, like, maybe I put the foot... I am gonna do that, actually. So we would have it coming out like that, and then maybe we would have it on frame, like, 12 instead of 11. It's going up a little more, it's rotating a little. So then it looks like down and then, oh, okay, so this is a knee issue, which is very easy to fix. These are the knee bending reference points. So we take these, we're gonna go up to this frame, what was it, 7. These silly little guys are just gonna come up. Like this. Or not both of them, actually, just the one. We just need this one, because the other one still needs to hold that knee pose. This is just telling it where to bend the knee for complex movements. See, you can have it like bending the leg to the side and stuff too. So you just want to move this up with it, so you get the most control with what you do in 3D. See, isn't it really nice, just all the stuff you can control with this? So there, see, it just gets that little bit of extra movement in the foot so that it's not static. Just even just that little bit of movement and making it one frame after that just gives it like a little bit smoother feeling, even though it's just one fucking frame. Like, we're working at 30 FPS right now because I'm kind of a dork and I should not have done it at 30 FPS. Hold on, what is the... So that one's at 24. I'm actually just gonna change it now and hope. We're at the beginning of the animation, so it's not a lot to fix. But yeah, we're changing it to 24. Select everything. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom into this. There's gonna be frames where there aren't supposed to be frames now. Oh, cat pick! Okay, so we're gonna move this to... Oh, what are you doing? You're supposed to be locking. You're supposed to be locking. Hold on. Oh no, I can't see that because the chat's in front of it. Here we go. Snap. We want to snap it to... okay. Snap to, absolute time snap is what we want. There we go. So now it can't be between frames. It has to snap to a frame. This is because we changed the... I'm going to take a cat pick after I explain this. We changed the frames per second, which is a no-no in the middle of an animation. So I'm just making sure that they all line up with the proper frames now. Nothing going off in some weird fraction. We only have a few frames of stuff, so it should be fine. So if we do that... There we go. So that actually doesn't really do much in the last frame. I'm just kind of full of shit, but that's okay. But yeah, see, just that little bit of extra movement there. It's nice to have. I might actually make it go... make this foot go up a little more, maybe? Let's see. There we go. Alright, so... you know what? No, I don't like that. I don't like that. I do not vibe with that. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna take a cat pick real quick, and then we'll get more done. You're getting a picture, Espen. Where the fuck is my phone? Hello? Telephone? Electronic mailing device? I think I left it in the bathroom when I went to the bathroom. What the fuck? Hold on, let me go find this. Alright. Aspen was not pleased. Oh, fishing going on. Hello. Ooh. Alright, I'm uploading it now while I'm watching you fish. Let's see. The critic. Nice. Hell yeah. I need more of my throat tea. Not the shirt tea, but the throat tea. There we go. Alright, uploading the Aspen picture now. Ka-chow. Alright. Oh, that's some interesting sounds in that music there. Alright, so... we're up to here, we're up to this point. So then, what happens? The foot goes down. So body goes up a little more, and foot goes down. So we're gonna take this pose right here on frame 16. That's gonna get us where we need to go. So this up a little bit more. Let's go. Actually, I think instead of up a little bit more, I'm gonna save its position here. And then in this pose, I'm thinking maybe I have it down a little more. There we go. All right. There we are. And then, so I want to also just take a note of this because this isn't something we're going to mess with yet. I want to get the key poses down before then, but as you can see, with this movement right now, the way that it's set up is it's doing most of the movement in the beginning and then ramping to a stop at the end there. Now, we want more control over that, so we're going to be messing with a thing called... What is it called? The graph editor. So basically, I can just show you real quick, just a little peek at the graph editor. Basically, we can so you see that blue line? That's the ramp of movement, and you can tweak that ramp however you want to make the movement smoother in different ways. Like if we do it like that, it's gonna go up and then down to settle. So this is another really good way to get some, like, follow-through when you're animating follow-through on stuff. So, you can do it like that, and then see it's going up and then down a little bit. I really like that, but right now we're gonna keep it just kind of how it is. I'm gonna play with those at the end to see what feels better. For now, I'm just gonna focus on the dope sheets. There we go. All right, so we've got our movement here. It goes up to this frame, and the foot goes back down. So we're just gonna steal the foot pose on there. No, not that pose. We're gonna steal the foot's pose here, and then we're gonna put it here. There we go. See, and then it goes back down same time. There we go. So then we've got another crouch, but this time both legs are down. So this is interesting. It's like, it's different from the first down where there was a leg going at the same time. Let's see. So we've got the down pose. So we're gonna keep this in global mode. We're gonna, let's see, drag it down to about there. And then we're gonna do more complex movements after this too. It's just the base things first. Like we can get a little bit of bend in the spine and things like that. Okay, so we got that. And then down to the crouch. And then up, up, and foot out. Okay, so we got two poses here to work with. We've got this one, where the toe is just starting to come up. So this is the last, I would say. Okay, so hold on. So we got down, and then we're gonna go back up to a kick. But see how it goes like down a little bit. So we want the up to here. So let's go that one first. We got up. We're gonna go tall for this one because look at that head way up there, stretching the legs. So we're gonna do that. Don't forget to keyframe it. And then, so let's see, that is with the leg going out like this. It's like out and down. I'm gonna have the toes like this a little bit to kind of be like the foot was moving forward. Or I guess I could have it no, I can't have it the other way. So yeah, this is more natural this way. I forgot, however, to, on the last key pose, let's go ahead and take this, and then we're gonna copy, or paste the X-bone flipped. Why did it do that to the hand? Hold on. We're gonna take, okay, we're gonna take your pose here, copy, and then we're gonna paste flipped. Okay, that's messing with the hand for some reason, which is not ideal. Not exactly what we want. Alright, oh duh, I could just take the first keyframe of its own foot and then put it on here. Why is it like that? Hold on. I'm touching the wrong thing. That's what's going on here. Okay, there we go. That's better. Alright, now it's like that, and then it bends up. Scrambly brain. Stop scrambling. There we go, and then it pops out. So after this, it goes pop, pop. And we'll actually do it on the third frame, so it's not too fast. Actually, I'll just do it like this. So we'll do it on the, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th frame. So that I can have it, I can like smooth it out too, but I mainly just want it to be like, going into that not too quickly. Alright, so we got the leg doing its thing. I'm actually considering making the legs go up higher. Obviously not bending the knee like that. Horrifying behavior, actually. So from here. So yep, we have the knee going like that. And then, so we want to keyframe it here. And then, right here, we want to have it up. There we go. And then that should move with it. But it could still cause some issues. Nope, it looks like it's good. We don't have to do any tweaking there. But I do want to mess with the foot more now that we got that figured out. Okay, so we got it like this. Let's see. So yeah, I kind of like doing it so that the foot is like way up there. I think that's funny. Like better than having it down here. So yeah, I think we can get away with the foot being higher. I think it's adds a little silliness to it that we need in our lives. Now the question is, let me go back to local so I can. There we go. So yeah, I think this is a good position for the toes too. Do I want it? No, I think it's a perfect position how it is. All right. And we need the down too. So this part right here, we're gonna go to global, and you are going to go down. So that's actually, I should have done this first. I keep forgetting to do this part. Okay, so this is gonna be like the pop. Let's see. Actually, that looks pretty fancy, I gotta say. I think I like the straight leg, actually. Usually, you don't want to overextend the limbs and have it be, like, completely straight. But I think it works for this character. One of the biggest parts of animation rules, like, one of the biggest rules of animation is break the fucking rules as much as you want, as long as it looks good. So on a normal, like, realistic kind of thing, like a more toned down animation, you wouldn't want to have stretching like this. But for this, definitely. I don't give a shit. I can do anything. I am an artist. I can fuck with whatever I want. Nobody can stop me. So we got that. I like that pose too. See, with it perfectly straight out like that, it's like, look at that pose. That is a perfect pose. Definitely going to need some tweaking for getting this part to look right. I can't believe you're throwing stuff at me right now. Oh my god. So yeah, that part is gonna maybe look a little funky. Unless we mess with the tie. We're gonna mess with the tie, of course. Hopefully it's just the tie that we have to mess with and it'll look fine. Excuse you. So yeah, I'd say we're cooking quite a bit here. Obviously, it's looking very static. That's to be expected. Everything looks janky when you're doing the first pass of the animation. There we go. So we got the pose, and then back up. So I'm just gonna do a quick backup. Like this. Give Tenna a 64 style. Oh, don't worry, we're gonna add some filters on this at the end to get that pixelation going. So yeah, this is like smooth Tenna, but then I've got some pixelation filters and stuff I can apply on here. I'm gonna upgrade your character because he has no leg and short. Oh no! I don't know what that means, but you do the thing. All right, so now we have it going up like that. I think that's kind of funny. There we go. So yeah, we have it overextending, so it is trying to connect the foot to that right place, which gives it a little bit of motion. I like that. How you draw your goobers, the legs. I'm glad everyone's doing art stuff on here. This is fun. Okay, so then we have it going down to a crouch again. All right, so now we have this going down to the crouch. Actually, hold on. Is there a lower crouch, mayhaps? How low can you go? Let's see. That one compared to this one. It's fine. Let's see. There we go. All right, so we got that. That's done. That's settled. The dust has settled on this keyframe. So that's going down. He's going... Oh, hold on a second. Down, then up. So hold on. I gotta move this over one. There we go. So we got the down, and then it starts going up again. And then the foot. We're gonna have the foot going. Tenna made people simp for him because of the evil Tenna sprite. Oh no. Hold on, I gotta put it like that. There we go. Nope, that's not the right one. I gotta take this one and paste it here. Oh no! Diamond Tenna. My diamond. So obviously, between these two frames, we're gonna have some fun with this little guy here, who needs to cease these shenanigans. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and grab this pose here. We're gonna go ahead and move it back down to this. There we go. So then hopefully it stays. I'm gonna have it going a little farther like this. There we go. Make Tenno where Chris's body? Oh no. Did I move the wrong one? No, I moved the right one. We're good here. Yeah, there we go. That's good. Alright, so then we got that going down. We're gonna save. Then we got the up. And then the foot is moving as it goes down. So we got the up, which is just the torso here moving. Hold on, is there any hold? There is no hold. Okay. So we got the up. There we are. And then we're just gonna scoot over here. We're gonna hold it for this frame. Oh, wait, no, I don't need to hold it. I can just do a smooth motion for that. And then down. There we go. There we are. Perfect. Alrighty. Then I'm gonna take more of my drink. Gotta have it. Oh yeah, that's good. That's the good stuff. Alrighty. And that is also where the leg is going to pop out. So we're gonna wait until this frame. So I'm actually gonna hold it here. And then we're gonna kick it. That is a very fast kick. Alright, so we're gonna have the fast kick. We're gonna kick. Let's see, I'm gonna slow it down just a tiny bit. We're gonna double the frames on that kick. Oh my god, looking stylish. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, so we're gonna have the kick like that. There we go. Out a little more to get that nice looking kick there. Then we're gonna save that keyframe. Pew pew pew. So we got that. We got the little bend. And then up and then down. So we got up. So we're gonna go ahead and move you up a little bit. There we go, about there. Trying to match this up as best I can with the movements. And then, let's see, that is actually going to be when the leg goes back down. Okay, so the foot. Stretch! Oh! Okay. There we go. Oh, the stretching. Whew. Much needed. So apparently I have a severe thunderstorm warning, and that's what's going on in my life now. Oh, excuse me. I just saw the notification there. Not ideal. You know, not the best notification to get. It's very dark outside, even though it's the daytime. Alright, so we go up to here, except I'm going to start to diverge from normally what we've been doing. I'm going to go to the frame before this for the hold, and so that we're starting to get things not happening on the same frames as each other, you know? We're going to copy this, paste it here. There we go, easy peasy. And we can't forget the downward part here. So we got this, and then it goes up. So we got it going up just a little bit. So we got it, yep, down, up. Slowed. It kind of goes slow to a stop, and then down. There we go. Down. This dance is weird. There we go. And then back up with a... and then down with a kick, so back up. So we're gonna move up. And then this foot right here, we're going to have out. And we're going to have kind of at an angle here. There we go. Kind of out a little more. And save that. Whoopsie. Okay, so this is another fun little whoopsie. We're just going to take this hold. We forgot to apply the hold. So, we're going to take it until... Let's see, the downward part, I think, maybe. There we go. Up with it. There we go. And then the snap. So we want the snap as the torso goes down a little more. So the snap of the torso is going to be here, which just goes like this. And then the foot goes out. Like this. Not like this, like this. Ooh, that's not good. We can fix that though. So like that. Gotta get that nice angle there. We'll go ahead and save it. And then of course we want the... So from here, we'll put a keyframe on this. And then once it goes to the up, we gotta make sure that this is going up like this. We gotta get it up fast. And in front. There we go. Perfect. This dance is silly. But it's like so weirdly asymmetrical, I guess is the best way to describe it. Alright. So then we have another frame. Another keyframe of the up like this. There we go. I don't know why I did that. Location, rotation, and scale, please and thank you. Alright. And then, so the foot, we do actually want moving up a little bit since that. So maybe we have it like this, not as much rotated. Maybe we do it like that. Huh. Let's hold it here, though. There we go. And then we'll move this frame here so that it gets like a little movement between. All right. And then the down of the foot. All right. So the foot will go back to the ground here. There we go. And then, of course, we want to fix the knee. So we're going to grab this bitch. Huh, the knee is kind of in a weird spot right now. I think it's because I've been working in a global instead of local. So that's not ideal. Let me go ahead and fix its X. So we want it to also be down here, like this. So I'm just gonna put it there. You just found another kitty and it's another orange cat in the vents? What is going on in your house? What the fuck? Oh my god. Cats are just appearing in your life. Oh my god. The cat, it appeareth. Okay, so we want to grab this. I want to just fix these X values real quick. This should also be... No, what the heck? I don't want to put my file in there. Hold on. 0. There we go. And then this one... 0. Ah, don't do that. There we go. I want it to be at 0 for all of these again. I can just highlight it and do them all at once. I don't know why I didn't do that. Let's go ahead and highlight these. Okay, so those are at 0, so I basically just did that for nothing. Okay, so we got... That's better, that's fixed now. You always gotta watch out for things drifting when you're using global instead of local for your movement. Shit happens, weirdly. What should you name the small orange kitty? What's a good name for the vent cat? How about duct? Because you found it in the air duct. Duct, like, not like that. Okay, so we've got that. Although I am going to take this, gonna grab it locally, and then I'm gonna take this about here. I'm just gonna scoot it up a little more for safety's sake. There we go. Now it gets like a nice little kick to move. It kind of looks like Tenna's kicking the knee reference up there, like kicking a hacky sack. All right, so we're almost at the end of this dance. I was going to loop it, but it's so chaotic and weird that I think I'm just gonna go all the way through. I don't know where I would even loop this fucking thing, honestly. Hold on. I might be able to. Oh, that is not high enough. That is not high enough. Hold on a second. We're better than this. We're better than this, y'all. We gotta get that fucking height. There we go. That is what I'm talking about. And then it needs to be up a little more. Let's see, that should do it there. Ugh, I don't like the wiggle though. How about I just don't have that? How about we just go right to like the... So then it goes down and then up. You see, it's so weird. So if we play it right now, it's gonna look like a mess. The timing on this one is so weird. Oh, guess what? Oh no, what did you do? Okay, so first of all, we're gonna grab this. We're just gonna fix this now while we're ahead. We're gonna curve this bitch. We're gonna move this bitch up. There we go. 2 small kitties found in the vent. What the fuck is happening? There we go. We're gonna definitely want to change how the feet get up there. We don't want it to just crinkle. We want them to swing like this one kind of, where it like swings up, except the knee is still bending weirdly on that swing. So we're gonna want to fix the arcs after these poses are down. Okay, so I think I've got like a this is a very asymmetrical dance from this cat, as it turns out. Okay, so I'm just gonna do some interpreting here and make it go down while this is happening. There we go. So that we kind of have the movement still. Oh, this is interesting. We have the snap up. And then we're gonna want to copy this and paste it. There we go. And then this is gonna want to be down more, actually. There we go. Alright, good luck, Reaper. With whatever the fuck is happening. Alright. So then we got a lift. The lift before the bend. Alright, so we got the lift up here. This is fucking nuts, this dance. What the hell is this dance? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I'm definitely gonna have to do some cleaning up on this to make it a little nicer. But I think it's funny. I don't want to take away too much of the charm of the janky dance. So I think I am going to keep it kind of inconsistent like this. I think it's funnier that way. Let's see. So then we have the up, and then The foot. It's looking good. That's good. Alright, Tiny Tenna. Okay, so this is where the foot starts to move. So we're going to keyframe foot, and then it goes... Oh, that's a very fast out. Alright, so it goes out. We're just going to have it like this. We're going to have it like... I think this frame will be good for it. Let's go ahead and get that local there. You put them together in the kitty home. That's good. Look at this. Yas. Fabulous. Perfect in every way. Pew, pew, pew. It's like a power pose. That's got to be some sort of power pose. There we go. Hell yeah. Now back to the live. So we got that, and then we gotta bounce down and up. So we got this thing here. We got it going down, so we're just gonna do the down frame here. There we go. And then back up. We're just gonna have it to like this frame here, I guess, is fine. There we go. Alright. This is entertaining. Alright, so then this is the last frame of the foot. So we're going to take the foot, location, rotation, scale, and we're going to put it back down on this frame. Let's see, which frame was that? Is that it? Yeah, that's a down frame. There we go. This is ridiculous. I love this. And I'm going to go back to the beginning real quick, because this is when the shift starts. When it just goes... This is fucking hilarious. I love this. Oh my god. This is dumb in the best way. Let me go ahead and I'm going to clean up some of the frames on here so that the... that is more lined up, so... So we got, we're gonna be doing the whole dance, yeah. Not today, though. Because we're almost at the end of stream time. Let me see how this looks, make sure nothing's too staticky. Like, it's obviously gonna look a little static and robotic at this point. Okay, so that's something, hold on. Do I have a hold here? Yeah, I do, hold on. No, that's for the foot. Do I have any holds here? No? Okay, so this goes up like this, but this part needs to go... I think I'm just going to get rid of this frame, actually. Nope, don't do that. I don't know what I did there. Delete this keyframe. There we go. That's a little smoother. Alright. So yeah, if there's too much movement going on, or like weird stuff, you can always just delete keyframes and never have to worry about it again. Like, that is a fucking crazy step there. So instead, I'm going to delete this keyframe so that it's a little more of a... Huh, that's interesting. Hold on. Oh, that's the down. Okay, so it's the up that's the problem. So I'm just going to take off this hold. There we go. Stretch! Stretch to the left. Stretch to the right. Ooh. There we go. Yeah, that hold was unnecessary. There we go. Now he's bouncing every step of the way. Okay, so that foot... That's looking okay. That's looking okay. So now let's get the swings. So this is obviously not what we want. This is crumply little punk. We don't want a crumply little punk, do we? No, we do not. We want this leg to be almost straight, swinging up. The advantage of having the pose at the beginning and the end is, did you see what I did? Let me go back real quick. So we have this pose and we have this pose. This is taking what's in between those two poses, and then I can just edit it right here. And that's the new in-between of those poses. So now, instead of going crumpling, it's going to go to that in the middle, and then from there to this. And it's still crumpling in this part, so I'm going to do some tweaks here. just to keep it kind of consistent. I don't like adding all these keyframes next to each other, but I think that would have fixed it. Yeah, there we go. I don't like doing 2 keyframes right next to each other usually, but it looks like it's not causing any jitter. So we should be good with that without having to mess with graphs and shit. Are the feet... Hold on, are the feet going a little wonky? Also, why is this rotated a little bit? This is a little rotated. I don't like that. Why are you not symmetrical? There we go. Yeah. Hold on, I gotta go to frame 1 and do it. Let's see. Why are you not symmetrical, my guy? There we go. This is how it should be. Oh, I guess I did that because, like... Wait, did I do that? No, I didn't do that. I don't fucking know anymore. I think we're good. Like, I think it's good at that angle, though. We don't want it to be, like... Yeah, we were working in this angle. It's good in this angle. We're fine here. There's nothing to worry about. That's why the local and global stuff was causing issues, because it's at a slight angle. Okay. Looks like it's okay here, though. So now, if we take a look at the positioning, so this is what's actually going to be seen if we watch that one. This is actually my first time watching someone animate something. Oh, that's awesome. Hell yeah. So, see, we've still got some stuff to work out, but this is a really good base for it, for this chaotic-ass dance. This is ridiculous. Hell yeah, he's coming alive. There's still so much left to do, even in just this little steppy. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do, definitely before the end of this, before I forget. So we have some poses where it's like held out like this, but I think for these, I'm actually going to, let me go back to my thing here. I'm actually going to take a pose right here in the middle of it, and then I'm going to delete these 2 keyframes around it so that there's constant motion going on. See that? How it's like kick and then back down and then kick and then back down. See, the fun of, see, there's another hold. So what I can do, I'm just going to place it here. Don't need to get it perfectly where I need it to be, but then there. So then kick and down and kick and down and kick and down and let's see, there's a little bit of a wonky movement going here. Because, let's see, it looks like the knee is starting to bend without rotating the top part of the leg down. So this is the kind of thing we want to avoid by simply having an in-between that's a little more, a little less bent, I would say. Like that. There we go. So see, now the top half, I wish I could point it at the screen. The top part of the leg here is now moving more than it did before. So we get that nice arc. Arcs are very important in animation. Okay, so now if we play it back, just those couple of little tweaks have fixed it quite a bit. This cat is gonna be the death of me, though. This this fucking wild-ass animation. I'm gonna have to do a lot of tweaking to make it not look as disastrous as it is right now. But that's that. We got that part done. So we've got the first half of the animation blocked out. I am definitely going to want to cut some of it out and instead copy the movements. No, I think we can actually... I think just adding the arcs will improve this a lot. It might not even be that janky if we just take the arcs instead. So yeah, like this, we just have to extend it out, like so. There we go. Spin part about to be hard. Yeah, the spin is going to be a little more complicated. But see, the crumple, we take the crumple, we uncrumple, and profit. See, it's doing the jitter thing again because of the snapping up here. So what I think we're gonna want to do is take this frame, straighten it out like this. So we kind of add that keyframe there. Excuse me, and then we're gonna want one in between here too. Oh, that's actually going down too far. So I think that's okay. Unless we want it... So we got it up and then down, and then see, that's where the bend is happening. See, we got the same issue here with the bend. So I'm just going to take this frame right after and kind of do this with it so that it doesn't have as much of a bend. And then it's bending here too, damn it. I can solve this with curves without having to make all these keyframes. That's kind of a pain in the ass for this kind of stream. What's the best way to go about this? Because this is a slower movement here. I think maybe just having this go down a little bit would help. I think that works a little better. Yeah, that definitely works better. So for the first part of this, without the crumples, see how much better those kicks are now? And then I'm definitely going to have to mess with the speed of the bouncing because I need to keep it consistent throughout the whole thing. I was just following the cat exactly, which was probably a horrible idea. This fucking cat is nuts. I don't know what this animation is, but I think it's hilarious. So yeah, we're going to smooth things out more next time. And then obviously work on other bones in the body working in tandem for this part of the dance. So basically next time we're going to be tweaking the hell out of this kick animation stuff to make it look more natural. Not too natural, but definitely more natural. More smooth. And I hope y'all are there for it because this was a lot of fun. You know what? Do we want to do this Wednesday? Are y'all going to be here Wednesday? Or should I save this for Saturday? Or should I just have like Sunday art days? Like, I don't know. What would be the best thing for the art streams, do you think? My stream days are Sunday, Wednesday, and Saturday. I can have maybe one of them dedicated to art streams. If we want to do that. What are you thinking? You thinking maybe Sundays? Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Oh, hold on, phone call. I need to finish the stream first. So, you think it's cool that way? If we have like a day for animation? Let's see. I'm thinking maybe Sunday. Are you both available Sunday? Because I want both of you for sure to be able to make it to these. Because I know you like the artsy streams. Sunday's cool? Alright. Wait. Oh no! We're waiting! Ah! I'm also always here. Sunday is after Saturday, right? Yes. Sunday is after Saturday. Sunday is the one before Monday. I'm assuming it's a translation thing. Okay, sweet. So yeah. Non-native moment. So yeah. So Saturday is the spooky first weekend stream. Like, Saturday is the first day of the weekend, and then Sunday is the second one before the start of work again. What was that? I just heard a sound in that song. Oh, TK's doing it! Ahem! We are ending! Do your thing! It's been so long since we've had a TK ending. Hell yeah! And now we got 2 of them today. Subscribe, like, comment, follow, all of those things depending on which platform you're on. Do it on all the platforms though, preferably. Share this. We're gonna be, I guess, doing art streams every Sunday now, so that's what we're doing. Give me the likes, give me the follows, give me the subs, do all those things. Throw money at the moose. Draw the moose, ponder thy orb. Remember, I stream every Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesday. So come into those. Ooh, my throat's starting to hurt. Yeah, don't drown. Drowning is bad. I'm getting things thrown at me. Oh my god. Go to my YouTube channel if you like weird games and weird streams. I mainly talk about and play weird games. I have a lot of reviews up. I do like this really nice review series. I'm not going to be doing it as much anymore because of all this stuff. I'm working on game stuff right now, both for other people's games and my own game. So yeah, I'm doing shit. Be proud of me, even though I'm uploading not as many reviews to YouTube anymore. You should still subscribe though, because I'm still releasing stuff. I'm going to be posting things every day to YouTube Shorts, so that's something. Oh yeah, sub to YouTube, sub to Twitch. That's the money one. So do the money one for Twitch. Do the sub. Give me money. Throw money at me. I don't know what else to say. Eat well. Yeah, that's it. All right, that's gonna be the end of the stream. Thank you so much for coming in. We're gonna continue this funky ass ow animation next Sunday, baby. Ow. So tune in, ya freaks. Also see you Wednesday for games. Spooky liminal space games shenanigans. That's gonna be it. Bye, have a good rest of your weekend, what little of it there is left. Good night. Goodbye. Hold on, let me spin in my chair. Bye. See ya, everyone. Mwah, love ya, punks.